been through that I witnessed as well. Chandanie, you've got more experience than most people have of looking at elections in this region. You chose not to monitor the Cambodian election. That's unusual for ANFREL. Can you tell me why?
Thank you very much, Jonathan, and as well as that, thank you very much, FCCT, for inviting me and also the organizing in just after the 3 days of the election. I think it's very timely. It is very important for that Cambodia people who needs the advocacy and also that the lobbying for future democracy. Of course, that ANFREL is decided not to go for election, not to observe the elections. That because that we know that first thing is that beforehand we know that the Cambodia election was not free or fair. While saying that, go back to the Cambodia, the last Sunday election, it was the 7th National Assembly election was held on that Sunday without legitimacy. According to the National Election Commission, they say like 84% voter turnout. And also that today that Hun Sen announcing that he want to be the next, he is not going to be the next prime minister. He's transferring power to his son, Hun Manet. My previous speakers, they already mentioned about that, but going to be like if that Hun Sen become a prime minister. And also that official results will be announcing on the 5th August. And the new prime minister will be like getting blessings on the 7th of August. Okay, go back to that maybe like why we did not did not observe the election. First place that CPP government, they prepared everything for winning or CPP government, and also that continues the power authoritarian regime. And first they amend the laws, the constitution, increasing that fine from that government amend the election laws, intimidate voters, political parties to control their freedom of expression. Article 171 election law increase the fine from the 1,200 to 4,800 for those who are inside others not to go for register to vote or not to go to vote or spoil ballot papers. Second one was the election law amended 142, same election like political parties, they cannot do anything, they cannot say anything not to go to vote, or they need like spreading the news of about like boycotting the elections. And also that I think it is like against that the freedom of expression. People have to choose what they want, and also that the first place that previous speakers, they already mentioned about that the major political party, Candlelight Party, was not allowed to take part in the elections. Media was like undermined, and also there's no free media, and the civil society engagement also not there at all. And maybe if I want to say about the election observers, mostly the election observers were basically coming from that government supported the election observers. There were very few COMPREL observers. It is not actually that they plan to deploy that 10,000 observers. Lately, they scaled down that because they know nothing to see. And also that they call like international observers. But unfortunately, there was no legitimate or the credible election or international observers. They label like international observers. Who are they? Election officials from India, Philippines, Russia, Thailand, and Myanmar junta appointed Myanmar Election Commission, and also the Timor-Leste. And Maldives also, we saw that Maldives after actually those are the visitors program. They come for 3 days. They just coming and visiting, and also that going to the places, polling station, arrange polling stations. Finally, Maldives come out and say issue a statement like supporting the elections and giving like a legitimacy. But unfortunately, as a credible election observer groups, ANFREL and the EU and other groups, we cannot go and observe such kind of arrange or the plan elections. That's why we step back, boycott the election, not to observe.
Chandanie, can I quickly ask, do you believe, based on the lack of credible observers, that we should question the results that are given by the Cambodian Election Commission, that it's possible those results are not accurate?
yes or no, yes and no also answer. And also we don't know what happened on that. And also the election commission, go back to the election commission, it's totally appointed by the CPP government. There's no other is an independent election commission in that sense that maybe like there's no way to say like this election was like a legitimate election because of we were not there, and also the legitimate election commission are there. Mostly that election observers are the like we call zombies, the fake observers.
Thanks very much. Darren, if I can just turn to you. Look, there are